Headquarters, Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs.
Burnett Pools, we've got it all. There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open GABA Camp out at Barbara Casey's Ranch in Coatesville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Okay, we are back here at Eastwood Field in Niles, Ohio, the home field of the Mahoning Valley Scrappers and the YSU Penguins for tonight's big battle between the Columbiana teams, the Clippers from Columbiana High School and the Crestview High School Rebels. First time in 7 years these two teams are meeting, and as we head to the third, the Clippers on top of this one, 3-0. Ethan Fiesel, who was the starting pitcher for the Rebels, went 2 innings, and he has now given way to Luke Julian, the third baseman, now comes in to pitch, and Fiesel moves on to third base. So basically just Luke and Ethan switch spots. So Julian now pitching, Fiesel now at third. We'll cover the rest of the Rebel lineup for you here in just a second. Julian, through the first month or so of the season, the first 4 weeks, 2 appearances. He's thrown 3 innings. He has given up 2 hits, only 1 earned run. He's walked 3, struck out 4. So he's been effective when he's been in there. And he will find out right away how effective he's going to be against Devin Doherty. And Doherty sends one to the shortstop, Davis. Davis fields it on one hop, fires over to first baseman Kimball, and Doherty is out at first. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the junior Luke Julian here in the top of the third inning. In relief of Ethan Fiesel, Julian gets the first out quite quickly, and now the batter is Colin Kellerman, the number 4 hitter for the Clips, their catcher. And the pitch from Julian is swung on, and it's 0-1 on Kellerman. Kellerman reached on a walk back in the second inning, just an inning ago, and scored a run on Eusebio's triple. Actually, it was Strohecker that scored the run as the pinch runner for Colin, as the catcher. So 1-1 now, the count on CK, as he is known. And the pitch from Julian drops it in front of the plate. It's 2-1 on Colin. If they had walk-up music here, Colin would like it to be for him Kanye West's Carnival. As that pitch from Julian is outside, it's 3-1. The Rebels have Jaden Kimball at first, Eli Cope at second, Zach Davis at short, and now Ethan Fiesel at third base. Kyle Booth's the catcher. Luke Julian, the new pitcher for the Rebels, and the next pitch to Kellerman is ball 4. Kellerman will take first base with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. In the outfield, it's Caden Booth in left. Max Hawkins is in center, and Braden Devine is in right field. And once again, the pinch runner, Zach Strohecker, enters the game for Kellerman. And Colin will gear up and get ready to come out in the field and catch in the bottom of the third. And Strohecker will take care of the running duties. And Zane Strohecker. Well, I'll hear about that one. Zane, I'm thinking Zach Davis. Zane Strohecker scored the first run of the ballgame for the Clippers when he scored on the triple from Eusebio back in the second inning. Max Conway's the batter. The first pitch from Julian was a ball. Then Max asks for and receives timeout. It's a 1-0 count when we get back together here in a second. And Strohecker is the runner at first. He stole second last time. Let's see if Coach Franken sends him this time. Here's Julian with the pitch outside. Booth does a nice job stopping that one. And a count now 2-0 on Conway. Zane Strohecker is on first, having a brief conversation with Jaden Kimball over there. And here's Luke Julian from the set. Kicks, fires, and that's a called strike on Maxwell Conway. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1 pitch as Strohecker is on the move. Booth had trouble getting it out of his glove, so Strohecker was never in any danger as he steals his second base of the night. And now Luke Julian will try to keep Conway off base as he winds and fires, and Max swings and sends a ground ball to shortstop Davis. Strohecker now tries to take third as they throw Conway out, and they make a beautiful throw, and they get Strohecker at third. So nice job by the Rebels. Zach Davis threw out Conway at first base. Kimball made the catch, saw Strohecker trying to advance on the ground out, and Jaden fired over to third, and Ethan Fiesel got the tag down. It was a great throw by Kimball, and they get Strohecker out to end the inning for the Clips here in the top of the third. So nobody left for the Clips, and after 2.5 innings, it's Columbiana 3, Crestview nothing here from Eastwood Field on YSN.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Okay, we're back at Eastwood. Columbiana up 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Luke Julian, who just pitched last inning, now at the plate, and he sends a shot over the second baseman Clancy's head into right field. And Hunter DeVanzo fields that and sends it in. So Julian leads off with a hit. And I've just got that as Luke's second hit of the season. So Julian with a line single to right. And that will bring up the leadoff hitter, Braden Devine, the left-handed hitting Devine. He swings, and it's a short roller. Eusebio fields it, gets the haul at first to retire Devine. So it basically works as a sacrifice as Julian moves on to second base. But now 1 out. And the batter is the center fielder, Max Hawkins. Max reached on a single past the shortstop back in the first inning. And now he steps in to face Eusebio. The first pitch, breaking pitch, and a little low. 1-0 on Hawkins. Max over the last 5 games, 4 hits in 12 at-bats. And he asks for and receives time. Eusebio was checking the runner and taking a little too long for Max's taste. So everybody will reset, including Julian, the runner at second base, the batter, Max Hawkins, and the pitcher, Alex Eusebio. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside and high. 2-0 on Hawkins. For the Clips, Colin Kellerman is the catcher. Anthony Hall at first. Cam Clancy at second, Ian Less at short, Avery Young at third. Dylan Hogan's your left fielder, Devin Doherty in center, Hunter DeVanzo in right. And here's the 2-0 pitch to Max Hawkins. And Eusebio struggling at the last few pitches to find the zone. 3-0 on Hawkins. Julian, the runner at second. 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch. And 4 straight balls. And the Rebels are now threatening with their best hitter, Ethan Fiesel, coming to the plate with 2 men on and 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Fiesel was retired on a grounder to second, his first time up in the first. And you know he's hurting from allowing that triple to Eusebio back in the second inning. So he's looking for revenge here, and there's the pitch from Eusebio, and that is a ball outside. 5 straight balls. So Alex needs to find it and find it quickly here. From the set. Gets the sign, and he's going to. Ooh, they almost got the runner at first base. Some would say they did get him, but the most important one is the umpire, and he said no. But well-executed pickoff attempt for the Clippers, trying to get Hawkins over at first base. 1-0 the count on Ethan Fiesel with 2 on, 1 out. And here's the pitch from Eusebio. Another ball. 2-0 as Alex just can't find the zone, and he's been missing almost exclusively on the outside. So let's see what he does here on 2-0. Put that one inside, and Fees fouls that back into the net. 2-1. Hawkins, the runner at first. Devine, the runner at second. Here's the pitch to Fiesel. Swung on, and that's trouble. Long fly ball left field. Hogan's back there, though. Makes the catch. Fires it into Less, the cutoff man, and the runners stay put. So a long out for Ethan Fiesel as Dylan Hogan tracked that one down. I was afraid when it first got hit it was over Dylan's head, but boy, Hoagie made a nice play and found it quickly. And again, playing at a new field, or a different field certainly for the Clippers, and under the lights, all those adjustments that outfielders have to make. And Hoagie did a real nice job getting a hold of that one. And 2 outs now in the bottom of the third inning, as Josh Dragovich steps in to face Eusebio with 2 on, 2 outs. And the first pitch to Josh is swung on and fouled into the net. It's 0-1. Josh was called out on strikes back in the first inning. And now an 0-1 count as Eusebio checks the runner at second and fires. A little high and inside, evens it at 1s. The runner at second is actually Julian. I don't know what I got a mental block to mention Luke's name. It's not Devine, it's Julian. That ball was fouled down the third base line, initially hugged the line, and then bounced about 10 feet to the left. So 1-2 now the count on Josh Dragovich. So to be clear, Luke Julian is your runner at second. Max Hawkins is your runner at first. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the third inning. And Josh Dragovich facing Alex Eusebio with a 1-2 count. And here we go with the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. They got Dragovich again. So Eusebio battles. The Clips get out of it. We've got 3 in the books here from Eastwood Field. It's Columbiana 3, Crestview nothing, and more coming your way here on YSN.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Eric Carlson, president of Joe Dickey Electric and an Eagle Scout from Troop 60 in Boardman. I'd like to invite you to join us Tuesday, June 11th at the Lake Club for our 19th annual Celebration of Scouting breakfast. Join us to hear the scouting story and to support the organization that helped me become the leader I am today. Visit gtcbsa.org/breakfast or call 234-900-5906 to reserve your spot today at the 19th annual Celebration of Scouting breakfast.
Hi, I'm Carly Alfano.
And I'm Ryan Miller.
And we are from Hometown Insurance Solutions and WRS Insurance Solutions.
And did you guys know we do more than just Medicare products?
That's right, Ryan. We also offer life and health,
long-term care and disability,
and group health for your small business.
So for more details, feel free to give me or my friend Carly a call.
And we are back here at Eastwood Field. I'm Joe Eusebio, and it's a pleasure to be bringing you this one tonight, folks. Crestview and Columbiana battling, as we've been talking about, for the first time in baseball in 7 years. And the Clips have the early 3-0 lead when they got 3 runs back in the second inning. An RBI triple from Eusebio, followed by Anthony Hall with a 2-run single. Those account for the Clippers' 3 runs. As we move on to the top of the fourth, the leadoff hitter will be the pitcher, Eusebio. And Alex did have that triple back in the second inning. He will step in and face Luke Julian for the first time. Luke came on in relief of Ethan Fiesel last inning. Fies pitched the first 2 for the Rebels. And now Ethan is the third baseman for Crestview. So we are ready for the fourth to begin. Luke Julian, the pitcher, Kyle Booth, the catcher for the Rebels. After Eusebio, it'll be Hunter DeVanzo and Cameron Clancy, the Clipper order. Here's the first pitch from Luke. It's high. One 1-0 on Alex. Here's the wind, the pitch. Now that one a little low, 2-0. Nice crowd, the Columbiana community out supporting both schools, both teams. You missed the little leaguers joining the big kids for the national anthem. That was a real treat. And the next to Eusebio is 3-0, so Luke Julian falling behind to his counterpart, the Clipper pitcher, Eusebio. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Walked on 4 straight balls. So Alex draws the walk, and that'll bring up Hunter DeVanzo, and DeVanzo drew a walk back in the second off of Ethan Fiesel. Eusebio leads the Clippers in steals. He has 9 of them. And the first pitch to DeVanzo is a called strike. 1-0 on Hunter. Eusebio held on by Jaden Kimball at first base. And here's DeVanzo from Julian. The pitch. And Hunter's swing sends a fly ball right field. Let's see if that's going to stay fair or drop, or no, it's a foul ball. Right down the line and left, and kind of veered to the right and bounced off into the far right field bleachers here at Eastwood Field. And Hunter is down 0-2 to Julian. No outs, top of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball, low, nice stop by Booth. 1-2 the count. Eli Cope, the second baseman. Shortstop is Zach Davis. The third baseman is Ethan Fiesel. for the Rebels. Kyle Booth is the catcher. Luke Julian, the pitcher. Here's the pitch. Left that one way up high. 2-2 now the count on Hunter. The left fielder is Caden Booth. The center fielder, Max Hawkins. And Braden Devine is in right field for the Rebels. And we've got a timeout called once again. Definitely cooling off here at Eastwood. The hoodies and jackets are out in full force. Here's the pitch. Eusebio on the move. Swung on. Long fly ball. Let's see. Center field. Eusebio's going to have to get back. As a fly ball out to center, Hawkins makes the catch, and DeVanzo is down on the fly ball to center field. So Hunter battled back after being down 0-2. Fly out to center. And the batter is Cameron Clancy of the Clippers. Cameron playing second base tonight. Played some first base last night against Austin Town Fitch. Played it very well, and Cam almost exclusively playing second base. Hasn't played a lot of first, but made a couple real nice picks. Eusebio once again gets back and avoids the tag from Kimball. So Clancy only batting 208, but does have, and as he lays down the bunt, that's going to get Eusebio to second. Julian fields it, throws to Kimball at first, so Clancy is out. So he put the bunt down. Alex moves on to second base. But now 2 outs for the Clips in the top of the 4th. And the batter is Anthony Hall. And all Anthony did back in the second inning was get a 2-run single that gave the Clippers runs number 2 and 3. And now he's got another RBI opportunity with Eusebio at second base. Here's the pitch. And Hall takes the strike low, but called. It's 0-1. Anthony came in batting .240 on the year. 6 hits, 5 RBI. Now 7 RBIs if we update that number for you. And 6 hits. And now facing Luke Julian of the Rebels, down 0-1. Here's the pitch. He swings, gets after it. Zach Davis, the shortstop, comes in, fields it. Here's the throw to first. He's safe. Yeah, that took too long. That was a slow roller. And Hall, with a lot of speed, gets down to first base and beats it out. Anthony now 2 for 2 on the night. And that brings up the top of the order. Ian Les to the plate. Les came in batting .333, had a single in his last at bat. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1 on Ian. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Les. He swings and fouls that one deep into the stands over the netting. And a young woman from Girard caught that one. People like that, cheering for her. She makes that catch. So Les down 0-2 to the pitcher Luke Julian. His second inning of work. As Les sends that one up in the air, second baseman Cope, right fielder Devine. Devine calls it, and Braden makes the catch. And that will do it for the Clippers. They threaten, get 2 aboard, but are not able to get either in. But they maintain their 3-0 lead after 3.5 innings, and we'll be back with the Rebels at bat here in the bottom of the 4th, right here on YSN.
Hi, we insure your car because some people never learn to park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Holloway Insurance in Columbiana and Lisbon if auto owners make sense for you.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night. The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Some families you're born with. Then there's the family that you choose. Over the years, we've been blessed to have our family grow. No, we're not all related at Myers Family Insurance, but when you surround yourself with good people, it sure seems that way. Our goal is for you to feel that way whenever you meet someone from our team. At Myers Family Insurance, it's not just about helping you with your Medicare and retirement needs, it's about making you feel welcome to the family.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
And we're back at Eastwood Field. I'm Joe Eusebio, and we have a great ball game for you between two longtime rivals that haven't played in a number of years. Crestview and Columbiana battling here now in the bottom of the fourth inning. The score, Columbiana 3, Crestview nothing, and the count is 1-0 on the leadoff hitter for the Rebels. This is Caden Booth, the right fielder. He fouls that next offering from Eusebio into the stands. That evens the count at 1-1. It'll be Caden Booth followed by Jaden Kimball and then Zach Davis here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Booth struck out facing Eusebio back in the second. And here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's low. 2-1 on Caden Booth. Caden comes in .416 batting average, and that is another one low. 3-1. Eusebio dealt a little with some wildness back in the third inning, and now down 3-1 to the leadoff batter here in the fourth. There's the pitch. Nice strike there. 3-2 now the count. As we said earlier, everything he's been missing, it's been low and outside. So let's see now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on right back through the box. It gets off Eusebio's glove and rolls into center field. So the Rebels get on board with a base hit. Hit Eusebio in the glove. He just didn't have it positioned enough to make the grab. So it's a single for Caden Booth. And Jaden Kimball now the batter, the first baseman. Jaden grounded out to the second baseman Clancy back in the second inning. And there's the pitch to Kimball, and it's a ball. Outside, 1-0. Kimball waving that bat, eager to face the pitch, and that's a called strike. 1-1 to count on the Rebel first baseman, Kimball. Jaden, over the last 5 games, hitting at a .230 clip. 3 hits out of 13 at bats. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Jaden from Alex. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2. Caden Booth, the left fielder, is your runner at first base. He's held on there by Anthony Hall. Now Kimball steps back in again to face the 1-2 pitch from Eusebio. Outside, 2-2 the count. Kimball is who the new rules in the Major League Baseball was made for. Every pitch he steps out, which is fine. It's not against the rules, but it's just funny that you don't see that in the majors anymore. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung out. It's a ground ball to Les. It's short. It's going to be a tough throw to make. He throws to second, and the runner was already there. So Kimball will reach on the fielder's choice. I think Ian figured he didn't have a shot at first, so he just would throw to second and see if maybe he could catch Booth napping or maybe rounding the base, which actually is a pretty smart play on Ian's part. because that was a slow roller, and Ian is playing as deep as the Clippers play their shortstop. He usually isn't going to make the play on that one. So Kimball is at first base now on an infield. Well, we'll call that a fielder's choice. Moving Booth to second. So 2 men on, nobody out. In the batters, the very dangerous Zach Davis. Davis bunts, and they're just going to get the out at first base. Clancy over to cover as Hall was charging the bunt. So the Clips get the out of Davis, and they don't mind having Davis bunt those over because Davis very effective at the plate. The last couple of weeks, Zach hitting at a 500 clip, 7 of 14. And now Kyle Booth to the plate. Kyle struck out his last at bat. With 1 out, runners at second and third as we update our scoreboard here. And the first pitch to Kyle Booth is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Eusebio looks to the runner at third. That's Booth. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count on the Rebel catcher, Kyle Booth. After Kyle is the pitcher, Luke Julian. And Luke singled in his last at bat. He'd like another shot. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good one there, outside at the knees. 1-2 the count on Kyle Booth. Runners at second and third, Kimball and Booth for the Rebels. 1 out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Booth down on strikes. So that brings up Luke Julian, the Rebel pitcher, to the plate. And Luke singled, as I said earlier, singled to right in his last at bat. It's a soft liner over the head of the second baseman, Cameron Clancy. And here is Eusebio. His first pitch is a ball. 1-0 on Luke Julian. On deck is Braden Devine, the right fielder and leadoff hitter for the Rebels. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Took something off of that. Fly ball right field. Hunter DeVanzo came in, steps back, and makes the catch. The Rebels leave 2. And the shutout still intact for the Clippers after 4 innings. The score, Columbiana 3, Crestview 0. And we're back with more for you here on YSN.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center, where passion meets precision. Experience state-of-the-art technology with 3 TrackMan fitting bays, ensuring your clubs are perfectly tailored to your game. From fun games for the whole family to expert lessons and clinics, there's something for everyone. Our authorized Callaway Club Fitting Center ensures you're equipped with the best. Book online or call our golf shop to reserve your spot today. Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center. Elevate your game, rain or shine.
Get back to doing the things you love. Regain your freedom from chronic pain without surgery or drugs. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our chiropractic services were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
And we are back in beautiful Niles, Ohio, the Eastwood Field complex here. The Eastwood Mall complex, the Eastwood Field part of that complex, of course. And the Columbiana Clippers and Crestview Rebels doing battle here for the first time since 2017 in the state tournament. And the Clippers looking for a better result than that one. This is they are up 3-0 as we move on to the top of the 5th inning. And for the Clippers, it'll be Avery Young, Devin Doherty, and Colin Kellerman getting things started for them. For the Rebels, Luke Julian in his 3rd inning of work now, throwing to the catcher, Kyle Booth, the sophomore. And the freshman Avery Young stepping in to face the junior, Luke Julian. Now we just need a senior. Third baseman Ethan Fiesel, he's your senior. Here we go. First pitch from Julian, swung on and fouled by Avery. It's 0-1. Avery has struck out his previous 2 at-bats, once a called strikeout, once swinging. And you know he'd like to change that up right here, right now. Julian with the wind and the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-1 the count on young Avery Young. One count. Julian, he kicks, he fires. Avery swings and fouls that one into the stands. Yep, and a gentleman from Champion caught that one. So the 1-2 count now on Young. Julian kicks and fires. Oh, and Avery swings and misses. And that'll be the first out for the Clips here in the top of the 5th. That brings Devin Doherty to the plate. Doherty, the 2nd leading hitter for the Clippers, but he's been beating it into the ground tonight. He's grounded out to 3rd in his first at-bat, and then in the 3rd, he grounded to the shortstop. So he faces Luke Julian, and he sends a long fly ball center field. Max Hawkins is there, though, calls for it, and makes the catch. So very quickly, Luke Julian has 2 outs against the Clippers as Doherty flies out to center, and the batter is Colin Kellerman. And last night, talking about grounding out to the various positions, Colin had a unique evening, and I hate to even bring it up because it wasn't a pleasant memory for him, I know, but he grounded out to 3rd, then to short, then to 2nd, and then to the pitcher. So 4 groundouts last night for Colin, but each to a different infielder. And right now, Colin is behind 0-1 to the pitcher, Luke Julian. On the night, Colin has drawn a walk twice, actually, both times. And he now has a 1-1 count. With 2 outs, nobody on. The Clips up 3-0 here in the top of the 5th inning in what has become a chilly Eastwood Field. Here's the wind and the pitch. Collins swings, ground ball, second base. Cope. It got past Cope. It went under his glove into right field. Devine had thoughts of maybe throwing it to first, but decided against it. And Kellerman beats it out as Eli Cope had the ball. He just came over, and it just went right under his glove. So Kellerman on first, and that sets up Max Conway, the Clipper Jr. Max on a fielder's choice that turned into a double play as Kellerman gets back to first. Julian out with the pickoff attempt. Back in the 2nd inning, back in the 3rd inning, Max had that unique play where both Strohecker for Kellerman and Max both were out on the same play. It was a ground ball to short that Davis threw over to Kimball at first, and Kimball turned and threw it to Julian, or Fiesel, who was at 2nd at that point, or 3rd at that point, to retire Strohecker. And now Max swings and sends a high fly ball back into the stands, and a youngster from LeBray caught that one. Levittsburg, the home of LeBray High School, and we assume elementary. So Conway now down 0-2 with 2 outs and the runner Kellerman at first base. Although that's Strohecker now running for Colin. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Conway, and he fouls that one into the bleachers way back. And it's out of play. And youngster from Warren caught that one. So Here's Conway, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Max swings, sends a fly ball down the line in left field, going foul. And a youngster from Columbiana all over that one. So still 0-2 on Max Conway. Strohecker still at first base. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Low. 1-2 now on Max. Two outs here in the top of the 5th. Clips up 3. Conway behind in the count against Luke Julian of the Rebels. Luke over to first base again. Strohecker back safely. Jaden Kimball, the first baseman. Eli Cope at second. Zach Davis is your shortstop, and Ethan Fiesel at third. Back to first again. And no harm, no foul. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Conway. Took something off of that, left it up high. 2-2 now to Max. In the outfield, it's Caden Booth in left, Max Hawkins in center, Braden Devine in right. And here's Luke Julian to Max Conway. 2-2 pitch, swung on. Conway, shot to center field. Let's see, it gets to Hawkins, who takes a few steps back. It makes the catch, and the Rebels get out of it here in the top of the 5th. So the Clips get a guy on, but unable to move him along, and the score stays 3-0 Columbiana as we head to the bottom of the 5th in just a moment right here on YSN.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, your tax refund will get you more. I'm Tracy, and this tax season, there are even more ways for you to find a vehicle. With more new and pre-owned vehicles, more financing options, and more ways to get you approved. Now is the perfect time for you to find a vehicle you love. I'm Tracy, and this tax season, there are more ways I can go the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
We'll see some scattered showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder or two.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
Going the extra mile means doing more for the people who matter most to you. It's how you take care of your family and yourself, how hard you work and play. At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know going the extra mile is about more than what we do at our dealership.
Okay, we are back here at Eastwood Field. As you look at your screen, you see that white block out in right center field. And that's actually a sponsor sign. And I just noticed how disconcerting that is to look at on the screen. Live here, you can tell exactly what it says, but on the screen, you just cannot. So don't let it bug you. We are ready to get underway here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the first pitch from Alex Eusebio to the batter, Braden Devine, the right fielder, is a ball high. Next pitch up, swung on, and that's a shot down the left field line. Hogan going over there. It's going to go foul into the bleachers, and someone from looks like. Yeah, I think we're back to Gerard catching that one. So it's a 1-1 count on Devine. Here's the pitch from Eusebio, and again, leaves that one outside. 2-1. is the count. Just getting underway here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 Clippers. Here's the pitch. Called strike, caught the inside corner. Evens the count at 2-2 on Devine. Braden grounded back to the pitcher in the 3rd inning and grounded out to the shortstop to lead things off in the 1st. And that pitch over the plate, but a little bit low, takes it to a full count. 3-2 for Devine. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung out and missed. They got him. Devine down on strikes, leading off the 5th for the Rebels. And that brings up Max Hawkins. Max drew a walk his last at bat, and before that he had a single to left field in the actually, it was more to the shortstop back in the 1st inning. So here's Hawkins stepping in against the Clipper pitcher, Alex Eusebio. The first pitch from Alex is a ball. That's low and outside. 1-0. Hawkins came in batting .250 over the last couple of weeks. And he takes a strike there. It's 1-1. Max going 4 for 12 in that span. Draw a walk, couple RBIs. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Eusebio. And he swung on and missed. Got Hawkins there. 1-2 the count. Anthony Hall's your first baseman. Cam Clancy at second for the Clippers. Ian Less at short. And young Avery Young at third. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Max Hawkins. Swung on and missed. Striking out. 2 Ks to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th for the Rebels. And that brings up the very dangerous Ethan Feasel, and you definitely don't want to face him with runners on base. So the Clips doing it the right way here with Feasel coming to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the wind and the pitch. At a little low, Kellerman blocks it. And it's 1-0 to Fees. Ethan is just an RBI machine, always has been, probably always will be whenever he plays ball. Over the last couple of weeks, he's batting at a .555 clip as he takes a ball 2-0 now to Ethan. Ethan going 5 for 9 with 3 walks, 6 RBIs in that span. And here's the 2-0 pitch to Feasel. He swings and fouls that one back. 2-1 the count. Should Ethan get on, the batter will be Josh Dragovich for the Rebels. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Feasel. Eusebio took a little off of that, left it a little too low though. 3-1 to Feasel. And here's the pitch. I don't know what was wrong with that one. And the ump, again, I was really expecting, that's why I waited. I figured he'd raise his arm after a second or two like he usually does, but he did not. And the Clipper fans not having it. They were audibly upset with that one. So the runner at first is Feasel. And the batter is Josh Dragovich with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, excuse me. And here's the pitch to Dragovich, and that's a called strike. That's on the outside corner. It's 0-1. It's not such a bad thing to be careful with Feasel. Now, without runners on, it really wasn't going to affect much, but that's how good of a hitter Ethan is. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Dragovich. Alex left that one a little outside. Well, 1-1 the count. I see the Cleveland Guardians are up 4-1 over the A's. Here's the pitch. Swung on by Dragovich. And 1-2 now the count with 2 outs. Josh has struck out in both his previous at-bats in the 1st and in the 3rd. And you know the Clips would love to make that 3 in a row right here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball up high. 2-2 the count. Feasel is the runner at first, 2 outs, 2-2 the count on Josh Dragovich, the designated hitter. Josh batting for the second baseman, Eli Cope of the Rebels. And here is Eusebio with the 2-2 pitch. Left that just a little too outside. Close, but now the count is full. 3-2 to Dragovich. Already have one runner on board with a walk. You'd like to keep that pitch count a little lower. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. So it'll stay at 3-2. 3-2 and 2 outs. Fiesel running. Dragovich looking over the field. Steps in now to face the 3-2 pitch from Eusebio. Ball 4, and Alex has walked the last two batters, going to 3-2 on each of them. Not a good sign here in the fifth, and Coach Hank Schluter going out to talk to Alex, because that's a no-no here. You got 2 outs, just throw strikes and get them out of here, but not the case. So I'll tell you what, he's going to talk to Alex. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more baseball for you here on YSN.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Okay, we're back. It's the bottom of the fifth. There are 2 outs. There are 2 men on now, both reaching on walks. Ethan Fiesel is your runner at second base, and Josh Dragovich is the runner at first. Caden Booth, the left fielder, is now at the plate. And Caden had a single to center back in the 3rd inning. And he swings and misses at that one. It's 1 strike on Booth. And let's see, he also struck out back in the 2nd. Actually, it was the 4th when he had the single to center. So 0-1 now to Caden Booth. Here's the pitch. No. And the Clipper faithful definitely getting restless. The count is 1-1. And Eusebio steps off, gathers himself, now steps back on. And here's Caden Booth ready to go with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Eusebio. That's 2-1. The count on Booth. Jaden Kimball on deck. Should Booth get on, but if you're a Clipper fan, you certainly don't want to see that happen. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to Lessig short. Flips over to second to Clancy. And Clancy just got there, and they get out of it again here in the 5th. The 2 walks don't come back to haunt the Clips or Eusebio, and the grounder saves it all. Les flipping to Clancy for the 3rd out of the inning. So we've got 5 complete in the books here from 5 complete innings in the books here at Eastwood Field. I was calling it Edgewood Field. And we will be back. It looks like, let's see, we have another new pitcher. So we'll be back to talk about that when we come back right after these words. Nope, same thing. Sorry. Nope, Luke Julian's still out there. You'd think one of these times I'd get everything right when it comes to poor Luke Julian. Luke's still in the ballgame, and we'll be back to see how the 6th inning goes for Luke, the Rebels, the Clippers, and everybody else right here at YSN.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
It's Sheely's largest event of the year. Don't miss it. April 20th through 27th. Take an extra 10% off our everyday low prices from top vendors like LG, FlexSteel, Ashley, and Deckrest. Or get 18-month special financing. And these special purchases won't last long. Find the perfect pieces for every room, dining, living, bedroom, laundry, and more. Hurry in April 20th through 27th for 10% off or 18-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Okay, welcome back. We are at Eastwood Field. The big battle between the Columbiana Clippers and the Crestview Rebels moves on to the 6th inning. Columbiana up 3-0, and the pitcher Alex Eusebio steps in to face the pitcher Luke Julian of the Rebels, and Alex fouls the first pitch back into the netting. Nice fielding play there by the Clipper head coach Bryce Franken as he rushes out to the third base box. And it's 0-1 on Eusebio. Alex comes in with a .260 batting average. Increase that a little bit with his RBI triple in the first. And he takes a called strike for the same call. He's probably saying, where's that call when I'm out there on the hill, Blue? So 0-2 the count. Julian way ahead of Eusebio. Kyle Booth is the catcher for the Rebels. Here's the wind and the pitch. Eusebio swings and misses, and Julian gets him. Strike 3. And Eusebio down and out. Next up, it's Hunter DeVanzo. Hunter flew out to center and walked his 2 previous at-bats. And the first pitch to Hunter is a ground ball right back, and it actually was a low liner that Julian caught. And now, very quickly, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning for the Clippers. Eusebio down on strikes. DeVanzo first pitch swinging low, soft liner back to the pitcher. And now the batter is Cameron Clancy, the Clippers' second baseman. And the first pitch to Cam is a ball outside. It's 1-0. Should Cam get on, Anthony Hall is on deck. And it's a 1-1 count on Clancy. The Clips would like to see Cam work the count maybe a little bit, give Eusebio and Kellerman a bit of a break before they have to go out again. Pitch and catch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Julian really dealing Clancy late on that. 1-2 the count. And here's Luke Julian with the pitch to Clancy. Ball outside. It's 2-2. Jaden Kimball is your first baseman for the Rebels. Eli Cope at second. Zach Davis at short. And the Fees, Ethan Fiesel at third base for the Rebels. Here's Luke Julian with the 2-2 pitch to Clancy. It's swung on and missed. And Julian, nice inning for him. 2 strikeouts and catches the soft liner back to the mound. And the Clips go down here in the top of the 6th. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 5.5 in the books coming up for the bottom of the 6th. Right after these words for you here on YSN.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
It's storm season.
At Greenwood Chevrolet,
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air,
We'll see some scattered showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder or two.
online,
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
on social media, and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
All righty, welcome back to Eastwood Field, where we are moving on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Columbiana still up 3-0 as they have been since the 2nd. As the Rebels will bring Jaden Kimball, Zach Davis, and Kyle Booth to the plate here in the bottom of 6. Alex Eusebio on the mound for the Clippers, as he has been all night. First pitch to Kimball, swung on, fouled back into the netting. It's 0-1. I think the Rebel fans might be a little more vocal than the Clipper fans. Matter of fact, there is no doubt about that. The Rebel fans definitely making themselves known. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kimball. And that is a called strike. It's 0-2 on the Rebel first baseman, Jaden Kimball. Over the last couple of weeks, Jaden is batting at a .230 clip. 3 hits over 13 at-bats. And here's the 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and fouled back. So stays at 1-2. On the night, Jaden grounded into a fielder's choice to the shortstop back in the 4th inning. And in the 2nd, he grounded out to the second baseman, Clancy. And let's see what we've got here as Kellerman and Eusebio are chatting. Bryce Franken is out there by the umpire. Now Todd Kibbe, the Rebel head coach, comes out to chat. Kimball was down talking to coach. I believe that's Scotty Knox at third base. Could have been a situation where Kellerman took that foul ball off the hand or the elbow, perhaps. I looked like it could have possibly been the case, and they were just everybody taking a little second or two. But we're back at it now. It's 0-2 the count. And here's the pitch to Kimball. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. Here comes Les with it. He fields it in front of second base, over to Hall at first. And Kimball is out on a ground ball. 6-3 for those of you scoring at home. And as we say, we certainly hope you are. It is now time for Zach Davis to come to the plate. And Zach grounded back to the pitcher in the 4th inning. Actually, I think that was a sac bunt. It was a sac bunt in the 4th, and he also singled to center in the 2nd. And Zach is also one of the hottest hitters in the Rebel lineup. Over the last couple of weeks, Zach batting 200 or 500. Now he sends a soft liner, or soft foul ball to Hall at first base, and Zach is out. So 2 quick outs here for the Rebels in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the batter is the catcher, Kyle Booth. And Kyle has struck out in both his previous at-bats. So here's the first pitch from Eusebio to Booth. Swung on and missed. As we get our scoreboard updated, apologize about that. 0-1 is the count. Clips do have some activity in their bullpen. And the next pitch is also fouled out. Or fouled back, excuse me. That first pitch was swung and missed. That was a foul right by the Clipper dugout. Coaches Cerverco, Schluter, and Franken. That foul ball kind of messed with their little meeting there. The umpire going out to talk to Eusebio, hand him the new ball. And it's an 0-2 count now on Kyle Booth. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trying to see who is warming up for the Clippers. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Booth. Strike 3 called, and the Clippers move on to the 7th inning, still on top of the Rebels. It's 3-0, and we'll be back to Eastwood Field with the 7th inning here on YSN.
It's Sheely's largest event of the year. Don't miss it. April 20th through 27th. Take an extra 10% off our everyday low prices from top vendors like LG, FlexSteel, Ashley, and Deckrest. Or get 18-month special financing. And these special purchases won't last long. Find the perfect pieces for every room, dining, living, bedroom, laundry, and more. Hurry in April 20th through 27th for 10% off or 18-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Why is 21 News the watchdog station?
How come the equipment was purchased without knowing if it's compatible? Millions have gone to waste.
Seeing an uptick in check fraud.
We break down everything you need to know.
So none of the soil underneath the rail lines is contaminated.
Pointing to several gaps in EPA data.
What can you say to the Youngstown community to ensure this is safe?
We'll continue to keep watch.
YSN has helped me really dive into what I want to do. When people say, "Oh, the voice of the John F. Kennedy Eagles, the voice of the Warren JFK," I smile every time. Like, I can't help it. It's awesome. This is my dream, and the opportunity that was given to me was absolutely remarkable. It makes me even more proud to be part of the Kennedy family alumni, and it makes me even more proud to be part of YSN. My name is Dom O'Brien, and my sports network is your sports network.
Tiger's got 152 yards. Should be just a nice, comfortable 9-iron for him. They're going to go nuts when he hits this thing.
Welcome back to Eastwood Field. We are moving on now to the 7th inning and what's been a great night for baseball here between these two schools in Columbiana, surrounding area. They're about 5 minutes apart and have not played each other for various reasons over the last 7 years, but are meeting tonight, and it's been a good one. 3-0 Columbiana. As the Clips come to the plate here in the top of the 7th. Anthony Hall facing off against Luke Julian of the Rebels, who's pitched great in relief of Ethan Fiesel. This is Luke's 5th inning of work. Fies pitched the first 2, and Luke picked it up from there, and he's shut the Clippers down for the most part. And Anthony Hall swings and misses at that one. And it's 1-1 on the A-Train, the Clipper first baseman. And Julian not wasting any time. He gets the ball and fires, and Hall fouls that one off. It's 1-2 on Anthony. Hall on the night had that single to left that brought in the second and third runs of the game for the Clippers back in the second inning. Also had a single that got past the shortstop in the 4th. But Anthony does go down on strikes here in the 7th. And Julian now 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he didn't strike anybody out to the 5th where he got 1. Then he had 2 last inning and now 1 here. So he's getting better as he goes along. It looks like he's picked up speed. Certainly the Clippers must feel that way. So 1 out, and the batter's Ian Less. And Less sends a shot into the bleachers, and then it bounces off the seats and rolls into right field. So Ian got ahead of that one from Julian, but a little too far ahead as the count is 0-1 on that shot into the stands that really in left field, but it just hit a seat and bounced right back out into the field, and Caden Booth got a hold of that one and threw it in. So Les is the batter, and he'll be followed by Avery Young, Clipper third baseman tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch. Les looks to bunt. He sends it back to Julian. Julian over to first baseman Kimball, and Les is retired on the bunt. So 1-3, and Avery Young comes to the plate. With 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, looking to do some damage. Avery's had a rough night as he takes a called strike, 0-1. For the first time all year, Avery striking out his 3 previous at-bats. Called out in the first and struck out swinging in the second. And now he gets a base hit up the middle, though, to get on base and brings in a hit for Young. That's got to make Avery feel good. A single to center field. And the batter will be Devin Doherty. Doherty struggling tonight. Grounded out to short, grounded out to third, and flied out in the 5th to center. So Devin 0 for 3, making contact each time. Young at first base, and Julian throws over to Kimball. Just try to keep him close. Wouldn't surprise me if the Clips send him, though. Try to get him in scoring position and get another run. As Doherty sends a shot up the middle for a base hit, and Young will be told to stop at second base. I thought for a second that might wave him along, but Hawkins came in quickly. That ball got out there quickly as well, and it was a good call to hold Young at second. But now the Clips with 2 on and 2 out. And the batter is Colin Kellerman. And Kellerman's been an RBI machine for most of the season. He's in a bit of a slump at the moment. But Colin came into tonight's game batting .281, 9 hits, 11 RBIs. Has drawn 4 walks. And the first pitch from Julian is a ball. Booth sliding out toward the right, the left-handed batter's box, actually, to stop that one. 1-0 the count. Here's the next pitch from Julian to Kellerman. And that's high, 2-0. The count on Kellerman. Young is the runner at second. Doherty at first. Collins swings at that offering. It's 2-1 now. There are 2 outs. Kellerman's previous at bat was a single to short right. He also had 2 walks, 1 in the second and 1 in the third. And that pitch is a called strike, that delayed call. 2-2 the count on Colin. Clips up 3-0, threatening here in the top of the 7th inning. They'd love to add an insurance run or two. Here's the pitch to Kellerman with the runners on the move, and they both no throw even. So that works out because the count goes to 3-2 on Kellerman, and now runners in scoring position. Certainly Young and maybe Doherty, because they'll both be on the run. Well, I can't say they'll be on the run. They won't be on the run. Bases aren't filled, but 3-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Kellerman. And Collins swings and misses. And the threat is extinguished for the Clippers. So we are moving to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Rebels need 3 to tie, 4 to win. And the Clippers will try to make sure that doesn't happen. So make sure you stay with us. It's going to be a fun bottom of the 7th here from Eastwood Field on YSN.
Some families you're born with. Then there's the family that you choose. Over the years, we've been blessed to have our family grow. No, we're not all related at Myers Family Insurance, but when you surround yourself with good people, it sure seems that way. Our goal is for you to feel that way whenever you meet someone from our team. At Myers Family Insurance, it's not just about helping you with your Medicare and retirement needs, it's about making you feel welcome to the family.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner.
Your grandmother's.
Okay, we interrupt that commercial break to bring you back here to Eastwood Field. I'm Joe Eusebio, and what a treat this has been to be playing at such a marvelous facility in Niles, Ohio, home of the YSU Penguins and the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. Tonight, the home of the 2 high school teams from Columbiana, the Clippers and the Crestview Rebels. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The leadoff hitter is Luke Julian. Alex Eusebio still on the hill for the Clippers, working his 7th inning of action, and that is a called strike. They checked with the first base umpire. It wasn't a called strike. It was a swinging strike, and the umpire confirmed that. As I struggle to get out the words, here's the 0-1 pitch. Alex took something off of that and doesn't get the call there. 1-1 the count. The Clipper fans not happy about that one. Luke Julian leading off. Braden Devine on deck as Julian sends a foul ball right at the Clipper dugout. So the count is 1-2 on Julian. Braden Devine on deck, and Max Hawkins will follow him. Luke flew out to right in his last at bat. And he swings and misses at that one, and Eusebio gets the strikeout. That's his 9th on the night. And the batter will be Braden Devine with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Devine, the right fielder. Braden struck out his last at bat in the 5th, and there he gets hit by a pitch. I thought he was crowding the plate. He was right on top of it. And now the umpire once again going out, and I think Alex is complaining that he was right on top of it. So the Clippers, you do what it takes to get a runner on base. Can't argue with that. And that's what Devine did there. So they have a runner at first base now with 1 out. And Max Hawkins at the plate. And here's the pitch from Eusebio. And it's swung on. That's a fly ball. Right field going foul and going out of play into the bleachers. And a young man from Howland grabbed that one. So it's 0-1 on Hawkins. Max struck out in the 5th. He walked in the 3rd and singled past the shortstop back in the 1st inning. So here's Eusebio with the 0-1 pitch to Hawkins. Kicks, fires, and it's in the dirt. Kellerman casts a shot at second base. Oh, and the throw sailed on him and actually hit Devine. The ball, it was like a baseball slice. It just kind of sliced off and actually went into Devine, who at the time was probably 5 feet from the bag. So Devine gets second base. It's a 1-1 count on Hawkins. Here is the pitch to Hawkins from Eusebio. Left that one up too high. It's 2-1 on Max. The ever-dangerous Ethan Fiesel is on deck for the Rebels. He'll get a shot here in the bottom of the 7th, most likely. And here's the pitch, and that is a ball outside. Fastball, 3-1 now the count on Max Hawkins. Now Hawkins drew a walk back in the 3rd and in danger of doing that again right here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, second base. Clancy gets it, fires over to first. I'd like to see him fire it a little harder. He laid it over there, and it's effective. I can't complain. And Hall makes the grab and almost fell over when he caught it. I think he expected it to be coming a little harder maybe. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th, and the runner Devine moves on to third base, and the batter is Ethan Fiesel. And here's the pitch, and that's a ball. The Clipper fans cannot believe it. That's the loudest they've been, and that actually looked like a pretty good pitch. I'm not sure what the problem was there, but it's 1-0 to Fiesel. And here is the 1-0 pitch from Eusebio. Kicks, fires, and it's a ground ball. Second base, Clancy. He has it. He's got to get it over there, though, and he does. And the Clippers beat the Rebels 3-0 in a great ball game here at Eastwood Field. What a classic that was. The Clips get the shutout. Cameron Clancy comes up big in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fields 2 balls cleanly, fires them over to first, and ensures the Clipper shutout victory over the Crestview Rebels. My goodness, that was a fun game. Certainly more fun if you're a Columbiana fan. I understand that completely. But what a battle between these guys. And again, these kids have been playing each other. Me personally, on a personal note, have coached most of these ball players for the Clippers back in Little League and Pony League, and we've worked against most of these Rebel kids for all those years too. So it's so much fun to see them playing again, at least getting this game in, and hopefully it's something that can continue over the years because it's a great rivalry. It's great for Columbiana, and it was a wonderful night in the ballpark here, Eastwood Field in Niles, as the Clips come by with the victory over the Rebels, and over for like Hank Schluter, who's now talking to Scotty Knox, his former coach at Columbiana. And Scott Knox was an all-state baseball player that took the Clips to the state semifinals back in 1981. And then Scotty took him to Hank's team, took him to the state semifinals again as a coach. So what a story. And Hank Schluter and Knox now talking about things down by home plate, and that's always great. So a great job. That's the first loss of the season for the Rebels. They came in at 9-0. The Clips get the win, and they move on. And they're going to enjoy this one tonight for sure, but they got to get ready for another one tomorrow already. The Clips will play their 6th game in 6 days tomorrow down in East Liverpool. What a schedule for the Clippers this has been. Monday down at Southern Local. Tuesday they were at Scene and faced Johnny Brenner of Mooney, where Johnny just dominated the Clips, a one-hitter, perfect game through 4. Then on Wednesday, the Clips were home against Southern again. On Thursday, home against the Fitch Falcons, where the Fitch Falcons pretty much shut the Clippers down too on 2 hits. Great pitching there from Anthony Wilbert and Grimmelfelder. Colt Grimmelfelder, and they shut the Clippers down yesterday. And then today, coming in here for Game 5 in 5 days, their rival, the game everybody's been talking about since it was first announced 7 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever it's been. And then tomorrow, getting ready to put this one behind them at least for a few hours and go down to East Liverpool and face the Potters. So a great job there for the Clips. And they still have some work to do this week. But, boy, they're going to enjoy this one for a while. Crestview, on the other hand, they will go to Garfield will come to Crestview on Monday next week. And then Crestview will go to Garfield on Tuesday before the Rebels face John F. Kennedy at JFK next Thursday. For the Clippers, after East Liverpool tomorrow, they will be at Wellsville, home and away series starting off next week. So there you go. Thanks for joining us so much. I hope you folks had a great evening and enjoyed tonight's ball game. The Clippers winning in a shutout, 3-0. Let's try to get a quick look at the scorebook here and share with you what we know for sure. The Rebels with, looks like Eusebio scattered 5 hits, maybe 6 hits over the 7 innings, struck out 9, and walked 4. I think those are his final numbers. The hitters tonight, Anthony Hall, that 2-run RBI, or 2 RBI single back in the 3rd that followed Eusebio's 1-run triple in the 3rd. The only scoring of the ball game, and it all happened back in the 2nd inning. And that was all that the Clippers needed tonight, and just hung on for the big victory over Crestview, 3-0. So that'll do it for us tonight. Hope you Clipper fans will join us tomorrow when we'll be down on East Liverpool broadcasting the game from the Potters home field right here on YSN. Until then, I'm Joe Eusebio. Hope you have a great night, everybody, and we look forward to talking to you again here on your sports network, YSN.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.